Hello everyone, welcome to the Patch Us In podcast. I'm your host, as you can probably tell by the spark. That's how I intend to start all of the podcasts from now on, right? They're the ones I'm hosting anyway. I'm here with the guys, Hugh.
Hello everyone.
I just picked you because you were taking a swig of drink and I was like, damn now.
I had to swallow that quick.
And I'm
Cut
here with Dom.
Hey guys.
So guys, another episode down. We don't have Angie or Paige with us. We're very much a sausage fest of a podcast again, but oh well.
We're in a new location, a secret location.
Yeah, a new venue for the first time in a while.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while.
I'm very surprised that Hamish finished actually doing up on him. If no one knows this backstory, Hamish once told me in November 2004 that he was doing his bedroom up for the New Year party he was going to have. It's still actually an ongoing project.
Well, my interests are fleeting here, so it changes often. So we'll just get right into it. You guys know I'm a bit of a train wreck at the best of times, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm now officially on holiday, so if you thought I was bad before,
oh no,
I'm a holiday ham now.
I guess.
Holiday ham.
It's pretty early in the day. This is probably the earliest podcast we've recorded, and Hamish just pulls out 2 cans of dragon soup. 2 disgusting looking cans of dragon soup.
It's strawberry and lime and tropical fruit punch. That's like 3 of my 5 a day.
Honestly,
Maybe
see, if you
more.
have never seen these cans before, it's like they went to the Monster can designer and went, "Hey, can you make that look more garish, more weird colours and dragons on it, please."
Make it very loud as they can. The loudest, let the can scream what it is.
Make it look fruity, even though it tastes like trash water.
It's quite nice actually. And there's all that caffeine and alcohol.
It's like Four Loko, remember that?
Yeah.
We tried to drink that and it was disgusting.
It's our cheap Scottish version of Four Loko. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see, what have I been up to? Did a wee bit of streaming, wee small stream.
Yep.
It was the 1st of November, but I was like, spooky season's not over. So I played some Zombies Ate My Neighbours.
Yeah.
I'd say spooky season isn't over until Christmas.
Like
honestly,
Christmas Eve or actual Christmas.
She did wants to bring down all her Halloween decorations and stuff, and I'm like, no,
I put all that up.
They can't only come out for like 3 days, right?
Yeah. We've even started the Christmas tunes in my work.
Oh no, already?
It's just retail for you. It's like, people spend more money at Christmas, so let's just get Christmas out as soon as possible.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I remember when we used to work in a shop and they had the one CD that played every day.
Yeah.
I think I've told this story so you could track your day by what song's on.
It's not good. Like, that's why I'm hating that when I go back to work as well, that they'll have that. And it's like, when you go back into certain retail shops, they don't. If you go to like a decent retailer, they'll have charted known artists.
Actual songs.
Yeah, but then if you go into like other sort of venues, it's B-list stars.
Yeah.
And they're doing bad covers of it, or it's songs you've never heard of, or you're like, oh my god, this is even worse. But when I go back, I think the girls will be like Mariah's on all the time, and I'll just want to die.
She's definitely coming out of hibernation now, Mariah Carey. It's her time of year, isn't it?
Time to shine.
As far as other things I've played, apart from that, played a wee bit of Age of Empires 4. Have you played any of the previous games?
Age of Empires 2 and 3 I fucking loved playing,
yeah.
But I've not played any since, because I've always been told that they just update.
It's an Age of Empires game. It's the same thing. But
I want to get involved, but I'm scared of how long a game would take.
Well, see if you're actually playing through the campaign and stuff like that, then they're not so bad. If you're playing I don't even know how many players you can get in these ones, but in the old ones you could get 8 people playing, and obviously if it's other people then it's harder. So the games can take a while. But one of the really cool additions that they've got is basically for the campaigns you would choose an actual historical campaign to follow.
Right.
But what they've done in this one is see your cutscenes, starting off the campaign and throughout them.
Yeah.
They're actual videos that they've made, and they're wee documentaries, so they explain the campaign and stuff like that. And then say if you're going to learn how to use a trebuchet, it actually talks you through how a trebuchet works and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. Obviously, you can just skip through them, but
you could have paid attention in school and missed all this part of him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I mean, now they're in glorious 4K if you're playing it on a PC, mate. So it's quite cool. It's a nice addition, but if you just want to play the game, you can skip them anyway. So
Game Pass in this.
Well, Game Pass pick. It's on Game Pass right now.
Game Pass pick of the week.
Yeah,
I'm sure I stole that from another podcast.
There's actually some pretty cool things coming up for Game Pass, but no, this is good. I mean, it's like I say to Dom, it's just another Age of Empires game. It's fun if you want a wee bit of real-time strategy, though.
Yeah.
I also watched a film. Have you guys seen The Father?
No.
Right. On the one hand, I would say absolutely watch it, right? It's an amazing piece of film. It's got Anthony Hopkins, who definitely, like, just a magnificent actor, like one of my favourites, absolutely. But if you're going to watch it, get the tissues ready, right? Because he looks great. It is a proper, like, kind of upsetting, tear-jerking film. Basically, I won't spoil it, but he's got, like, kind of early onset dementia. He's starting to deal with the effects of having dementia. And the way that they do it, you're basically seeing things as he would see them, but from, like, an outside perspective. What I mean by that is, so basically you'll get, like, when it first opens up, Olivia Colman comes in, who's his daughter, and they're having an argument because he was a bit mean to one of the, like, home helps that he got, and she's saying, we're gonna need to figure something out because I'm moving to Paris. I've met a man moving to Paris. I was like, oh, what about your husband, James? I was like, we got divorced like 5 years ago. Oh, right, okay. And then she walks out, and you see Mark Gatiss, the actor. I was like, who are you? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter's husband. And I was like, I thought you broke up. No, we've been together for 10 years. And then, like, later on in it, his daughter comes back, but it's not Olivia Colman anymore. It's a different actress. And instead of, like, James as Mark Gatiss, it's like a different actor or a different guy, Paul. And then you'll see scenes where you'll be sitting down to dinner and you'll hear the conversation, and then you'll go through to the kitchen to get more chicken. There's a lot of talk of chicken in it.
Oh, right, okay.
And then he walks back through, but it loops back to the very start of the conversation. So, like, you don't know if he's actually been there or if he's just made it up, and it's like spliced together. It's like a Tarantino film on steroids. Like, rather than like full scenes, it's these wee chopped up bits.
Is it disorientating? Like, having dementia probably would be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even really know what the story is because you're seeing the whole thing from start to finish, like, as he's seeing it. So you don't ever actually know, like, right, okay, so this is the reality and this is all in his head. It's literally all left up for interpretation.
Debate,
of what you think it might be.
Is this just one of these films designed to make me feel sad?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Is
like,
the director French?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. Like, anytime that's something that's dealt with that, where it's like a very particular, very niche kind of direction they can go, I'm like, this sounds very French.
Well, I think
This sounds French.
I think he's French. His name is Florian Zeller. So maybe,
could be.
Maybe.
But the concept sounds great, but it's like it's a very touchy subject as well for a lot of folk.
He was actually the author of the book that the film's based on.
Oh, okay.
But the cast is great as well. I can't remember the name of the actor. You know, the bad guy in A Knight's Tale?
Mark...
I can't remember his name. I should have looked it up, but anyway. But no, like, all around the acting's brilliant. Like, even Imogen Poots is she's like another potential home help carer, and then he gets on quite well with her.
Yeah,
is Rufus Sewell in this?
Yeah, that's him now. Yeah,
I love that guy in Man in the High Castle. He plays a great, like, Nazi.
I've not seen it. A great Nazi.
It does, mate. He's like,
he's good at being a Nazi.
He's weirdly good at being a, and his voice is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so you see Imogen. You see Imogen Poots, and then he gets quite excited about the next day, like, oh, she's coming because they get on quite well. Yeah. But then instead of her, it's actually the second actress that played his daughter. So again, he's confused. He's like, that's not her. Like,
what is she? And
then there's like undertones of something happened to his other daughter and stuff like that, and you get wee hints of it and stuff like that. And it's just
it's alluding at something like as a tragedy that's happened that he's not. She
was in an accident, and like you can infer it, you can tell it immediately, like, but he first mentions it to Olivia Colman as his daughter and stuff like that, and you can tell she's like, okay, he doesn't remember. So all around, it's quite a sad film, to be honest, but the way that it's made and the acting is top notch. So if you can stand a a bit of a sad film. I'd definitely recommend it.
Yeah,
Really good.
Andy Hopkins must be up there in age now. How old is he now?
Well, that's the thing. Like, he's an old man, and I was thinking at the time, it must be like strange for actors to get.
Dom, his official title is Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, apologies.
And he's 83.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like he plays someone suffering from dementia really well, but you're like, that's obviously just acting. But he is getting up there, you know what I mean?
I've never actually seen him look young. Like, I've never thought, even in like
Silence of the Lambs and stuff, he still looked. He probably would have been about 40 odd there or something like that.
Yeah, probably
Maybe.
50 odd.
Our maths is.
I'm trying to think when that came out.
But
so-
anyway.
He was 50.
Yeah, he's.
Aye, but that was more than 30 years ago. 30 years ago
No,
was
30 years ago, exactly 1991.
91. It was, aye. Oh well, there you go. Yeah,
Don't.
just because you've got a
Question me.
fucking
No,
tablet.
no,
Stop
don't.
pointing your stylus at him.
I'm not pointing any stylist though. This is all from memory.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've kind of played and seen. What about yourself, Hugh?
Right, you all know I quit FIFA, right?
Yeah, because
We
you won't
had
shut
a-
up about it.
A
Yeah,
very public split.
Yeah.
They were devastated.
Aye, they were just like, no more Hugh 88.
Aye, no more this guy that just deletes and installs the game 5 times a week.
Yeah.
So all of the time that I was putting into that, I've decided to put into better games, right?
Sorry, that wasn't even me that time.
Hamish got a wee bit aroused there. No?
I'm going to need a minute, lads. I can just imagine like your internet service provider contacting you, and it's like, just some irregular activity on your account. You know, like we've noticed that at 3 a.m. every Sunday, there's the exact same file size, like
Yeah.
86.6 gig gets downloaded.
So it was getting so bad, like it was making me hate playing games because I just hated playing FIFA, but I was like addicted. Addicted is probably the wrong word. I liked playing it, hated losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like you wanted that rush, but yeah, you went cold turkey from it, and you're doing a lot better for it now.
Right, so I put all that time into other games now. So I beat Metroid Dread. I'm still in the process of beating Infamous, but that game is very dreary near the end. I'll probably beat that soon. And I started playing Famicom Detective Club, right? I know that doesn't sound like a very interesting game, right? It's a visual novel. Many of you played visual novels.
Yeah, I was playing one the other day actually.
Were you?
Yeah,
Why don't you fucking talk about it?
thrown. Because like I literally just started it, and then I was like, I'm falling asleep. I need something more engaging because I was just like done work and
Because
stuff.
those types of games that you need to be in that sort of mood for, like
Well, this is
Phoenix
my
Wrights and stuff.
post-Metroid game. When Metroid was such a attention focused, you needed to be on point, you needed to be quick.
Accurate.
This was just a game where you just exhaust your options in the menu. That's all you have to do. Like,
So what was it called? What was the full title?
Famicom Detective Club: The Missing Heir.
Is that what you've got? The missing heir?
You just wanted to say I'm bald, didn't you?
Yeah, he was looking at it going like, I seen this on the docket.
Yeah, I saw the name. I was like,
I knew it wasn't good because the way he asked, the way he smiled at me.
The way you set him up though.
cheeky wee smile.
Wait, I'm gonna just talk about the game and ignore him, right?
That's usually what happens after.
Right, so the game originally came out on the Famicom. You know what Famicom is, Hamish?
Yeah.
What is
Family console.
What is that in the UK?
Console, mate.
But what did it translate to?
English, probably. It was.
Console. What console over here did it translate to?
I don't know. Fuck.
The original
Was it the Nintendo? Yeah.
Like I think it was a little bit of a slight upgrade, but it was pretty much the same console. Which I still have to fix the one I bought in Japan.
I was gonna say that as well. I'm gonna go back and edit that.
But so you can imagine how primitive that game would have been, even because the NES is an 8-bit console.
So it was pretty good for you then. Primitive for me.
Well, it's been fully remade from the ground up, right?
Oh right, okay.
And you know, visual novels, there's not a lot of movement in them.
No.
Good bit of animation in this, very slight, but the story was really good. Kind of enthralling, kept me going for about 7 hours. There's 11 chapters, all of them around 45 minutes each, something like that. Because I'd finish a chapter and then I'd be like, well, that was quick, and I'd look at my watch, and like it always seemed around 45 minutes. It's not a very sophisticated visual novel.
Is it a linear story?
Yeah,
or,
completely linear.
Right,
Like
okay.
it is pretty much exhaust all your options and then see what option pushes the story on further.
Right.
The thing that got you is the mystery was really good from the beginning. The who done it,
Right.
and then who done it, because there's several murders.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Some sort of serial killer?
Bit
Or?
of superstition in there as well, Japanese superstition. It's Japanese voice acted with English subtitles, so I was learning some Japanese there, Dom, as well.
So it was translated from English, so I was right. Or to English. Proceed here.
This is the first of the double pack, because there's 2 games in the pack. The other one's called The Girl That Stands Behind, or something like that. It's
not the way it's supposed to go.
I know. Whoa, wait. What did I agree to? I was saying it wasn't a very sophisticated visual novel, right? Because I've played other visual novels which have more of a gameplay loop.
Yeah.
Where you have to solve puzzles. And I was telling you before the podcast, the puzzles in this aren't very interesting.
Yeah, not very engaging.
No, so I had to look up a guide twice just because I couldn't be bothered looking any further for what I was meant to be doing.
Is it more like it was pieces you had to move left and right to make a shape or something, or
no,
is it
not
more...
really. It was more.
Or is it just tedious?
It was things like type in this word, and I was like,
you had to look up a guide for that.
No, but not this word. What do you think the answer is? And you type it in, which I think's a bit weird for a game like this. You should just maybe have multiple choice, or
writing in the word completely rather than just A, B, or C.
I think one of the words was tobacco, right? And
the sentence made no sense.
I'm pretty good at spelling. No, toot my own horn here, but tobacco's.
Oh, apart from when it comes to Twitter,
I was going to say we've seen some of your tweets. I don't
That's
think
my
so.
typing.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
But you had to type this in.
I don't
didn't
proofread.
You did have to type this into the game, though, didn't you?
What?
You did have to type this into the game, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you knew what you wanted to write, but you couldn't type
No,
it into
because
the
I'm
game.
going to tell you, because I put in, what do you think killed her? And I put in smoking.
Dying.
Right?
Yeah.
But the word they were looking for was tobacco, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
It kind of reminds me of very early PC games and stuff
DOS
like
games
that.
and stuff like that.
You had to get the command exactly right. There wasn't really any wiggle room.
Yeah, mud sort of ones like that. Lord of the Rings had that kind of old style. You had to write pick up stuff. You had to write a specific way. You could write. You can pick all would be one rather than pick up everything. They go, no, we don't know what that command is.
Yeah,
so it's very unique to what it was.
There's only a handful of these in the game. Yeah. It's not game breaking or anything like that. It's a very easy game.
So you knew the answer, but it's just that the answer
I had to
was...
think of the right word.
Yeah.
See, it can be annoying though, because you could put something like that and then it's like, no, that's wrong. So then you're like, right, okay, it's nothing to do with cigarettes or smoking. Yeah. And then that can lead you down the path the wrong way. So it can be a wee bit annoying. But
fuck.
Yeah.
The other one was the game had a really good recap. So every time you loaded it up, it was like, do you want us to recap the story?
Oh,
it did it really well for you.
Previously.
Like a telltale thing?
Sometimes you're like, I have forgotten everything.
Yeah, I suppose 7 hours. There must be quite a lot in it.
Yeah, it's fairly meaty.
Quite dense.
It's not it was written in 1985, right? By the same writer as Metroid. There you go. And the same composer did the music. The music is very 80s.
Yamamoto?
Kenji Yamamoto, mate. Yeah. Not that one. Not the one you're thinking of. Dom, do you know what I'm talking about when I say that?
I don't know.
The other Yamamoto?
Yeah, there's another composer called Kenji Yamamoto that did the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games.
Oh, yeah.
But then they found out he fucking plagiarized tons of his music. From massive bands as well.
The Stradivarius one's still the biggest one. I was like, I remember when
it's a banger though. It's a good song.
The thing is though, I remember playing it, when it first came out, and I was saying to my pal, when we were playing it, I'm like, that sounds like Stradivarius, and he's like, no, it's on your head. I'm like, no, honestly, that does sound like Hunting High and Low
as well, wasn't it? And Iron Maiden,
yeah,
loads of them. And the upsetting thing is with the games that re-released and they put a shitty, it's not shitty, but the other games soundtracks in it, the Budokai Tenkaichi games.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a Metroid team that before Metroid did these games.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that before I played this, and then realised that I played Metroid Dread, and then this. Nice little link.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and play the second one. I'm going away to Leeds tomorrow. I'm going to try and play it on the train. See if I can beat it this weekend.
Do you know if it's as long?
It's an hour less. I've checked how long to beat. I'm tracking all my games now and how long to beat. I got a backlog. Do you know how big my backlog is?
Huge.
700 games.
Hoofed.
Because they just list loads of games, and I'm like, I want to play that one. I want to play that one. I want to play that one. And eventually, I was just like, how many have I got? It was like 693 or something like that. And I'm like, how many games have you beat? The only ones I remember beating is 43 or something like that, and I'm like, shit.
I mean, to be fair, like, see if any of the listeners have been with us for a while, probably not even a year ago or something like that, we were making fun of you for never finishing games because you would always start a game and then not bother finishing it. So you've shifted dramatically to like
try to get
actually getting them done.
Try to get them finished, man.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just ask you what you watched it?
Yeah.
You done with that?
I just say, that sounds good. What have you watched? Be a good host, Hamish. Fucking prick.
Sounds awful, Hugh. What have you seen?
You wouldn't like games with nuance, you Assassin's Creed loving bastard.
No.
Actually, I quite like Assassin's Creed.
But you still had to get a wee jab in there.
Aye, obviously. It's spooky season. I was looking for films to watch, and I'm a big shitbag, so we watched What We Do in the Shadows instead of an actual scary film.
There's still vampires. It still counts.
That's a fucking great film, by the
Isn't
way.
it, man?
It's
Yeah,
one
it's
of
funny.
the best films I've seen. I can't believe I've never seen it though. Like,
Yeah,
with Taika Waititi and that guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, Jermaine Clement.
Jermaine Clement.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays, like, his most popular role is he plays the giant crab in Moana.
Yeah.
Because I'm shiny, yes.
Yeah. He was great in Legion as well. I've seen Legion, but
Nah.
Yeah, Legion. He was in Rick and Morty as Fart, the cloud. That was him as well.
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, because he's like Moon Man. He
I
sang
speak
Moon
to
Man
you
as well.
using something called Jessica's feet. I mean telepathy. No, he's brilliant. He is really funny. Yeah.
Really good.
It's such a good film. I think the funniest bit is the werewolves, man. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what are we? Werewolves, not swerwolves. Like, it's just so they start howling at each other, and the vampires are like hissing, and you're like,
Yeah.
what a fucking bunch of losers, man.
I think like when I first saw that, it was just by pure luck. I didn't really know them that well, but I do remember really enjoying it. And then because I think it was before all the other stuff that they'd done. Really, it was when was it? Out? Do you
It's
remember?
2014.
2014. That's a wee while ago now.
That's miles before, years before Thor Ragnarok. It was years before fucking Jojo Rabbit and all the other stuff that Taika Waititi's famous for now.
Yeah.
Flight of the Conchords was it was alright.
I wasn't massively in it,
half
but
famous, wasn't it?
yeah.
The only person I remember talking about it was Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahead of your time, Dom.
Yeah, I think I was.
But yeah, it was excellent, man. Like, to the point where I'm now going, I need to watch the TV show.
Yeah.
Because Matt Berry's in it, and that guy, phone jacker guy, I can't remember his name, the guy from Four Lions.
Yeah.
I've not seen Four Lions.
Robert Dingy Rapids, bro.
That doesn't help me. I've not seen it.
It's funny though.
I have heard it's good actually. It's
Is
why-
it Kavan Novik?
I don't know though.
That's his name.
Like, I could Google it myself. I mean, I don't have a Googling machine. No, it was great. The story was really funny. That guy who plays Nick was really funny. The new vampire.
Yeah.
The new vampire who was like, don't tell people you're a vampire. And he's like, I'm a vampire.
Vampire,
Like,
man.
to everybody.
It's such a great concept that we've got as well, and like the TV series does it like in a different way as well, which is great.
Yeah.
Because like this is all based basically in New Zealand, while the TV series is set in New Jersey.
Right.
So you've got like American sort of cultures in through it as well. But yeah, if you really like the movie, I'd highly suggest watching TV series. I mean, I was saying last week when me and Angie were talking about it, like I've started season 2 with her, and it's fucking great. And
Still the same actors, aye?
Still the same actors. Season 3 is currently on air at the moment as well. You can watch on BBC iPlayer. It looks like, and
Taika Waititi still writing it?
he does some writing for it. There's parts where you can see it's either him or Jermaine that are doing it.
Right.
But there's seeing season 1 especially, there's so many funny cameos in it. There was one that I was like, there was just one of the vampires is just like, I think he's like, my name's Dave the vampire, and I went, that's not Dave Bautista, is it? And I looked at him, that's fucking Big Dave.
Actually, aye.
Big Dave sitting there with like a
He's
blonde wig.
He's
He's
now,
fucking,
man. He's
yeah.
everywhere. I was watching Spectre not so long ago. And he just has metal fingernails. What's that about?
Yeah, he's like a knockoff Jaws.
The worst version of Jaws. What's your name? Nails.
But there was
I mean, would you fuck with him? Like, would you make fun of those nails? Like, he's still Dave Bautista.
the TV series has again, it's the same sort. The effects are quite cheap,
Yeah.
but then that's what makes it great.
That's what. See the way that when they try and fight each other, it's all on like it's all on wires.
Yeah.
Like, and they're hissing at each other. I think that's fucking hilarious because it looks pathetic.
Yeah.
Just looking at each other, everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
I mean, that was so funny in the film where him and the deacon, the
Yeah.
other vampire deacon, was like, they were arguing about the dishes or something,
Yeah.
and then they started like hissing and flying at each other and stuff, and you're like, this is dumb and hilarious. This is so Taika Waititi style, man.
Yeah.
The familiar was really funny. What was the woman's name? I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember.
Like, she's like, look, you told me like you'd make me a vampire, and he's like, no, I think in 10 years, and she's like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
I have to do your washing and tidy the house.
Yeah, you get that kind of same. You get that same sort of familiar role in the TV series, but they play off some like sort of tropes and stuff like that for it. And it's Guillermo, I think his name is. I can't remember the Guillermo. Yeah. But yeah, it's the werewolves are great in both the TV series and the movie. They're just bros, man. They're just
like,
fucking great.
So it's all the howling they did. And I'm like, they're just all pathetic.
Yeah, I think, and again, like the sort of like they're looking at the crew showing about as well, which is great because you know a lot of the times that you'd think like how are they not noticing the camera, but you get the occasional character just going looking at directly to the camera like what the fuck.
You've got a cat. He's like, you're going to bring people to the house. Yeah. People know we're vampires. Like, you've got a fucking documentary. Following you.
It's like mockumentary style on it, like The Office or Parks and Rec.
Yeah, very much like that.
So I really enjoyed that. I'll report back with my review of the.
I may actually start watching the series as well.
Honestly,
I really enjoyed the film.
Yeah, 25-minute episodes, a lot of funny cameos. What 10, 12 a season episode wise?
That's pretty good. That's my nice sweet spot.
That's a nice wee like.
Plus Matt Berry,
something to watch while eating
bad.
dinner.
See, it wasn't as funny because you said it right, but like I imagined him saying that. That's hilarious. I did watch one scary film.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
Halloween 1978.
Oh, the
which,
old,
by,
the
which
OG.
by the way,
The
isn't
original.
that scary?
Nah.
Not
Not by today's standards.
Not like, but I can definitely tell where like the influences for all of these new films came from.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where like she finds someone dead. Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie, one of them. But she like backs into the corner and like there's the frame of the door and it's in darkness, and then you can just see his mask come in.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the fucking best bit of this film because like. All of the jump scare movies of now rely on that fucking thing. So every time I watch a scary film now, I'm looking at that fucking dark spot on the screen going, is there something
what's coming out of there?
Is it Jason's face?
Yeah. Jason's face?
Or Jason. Michael's face. Sorry.
Michael's face. I like it.
Technically, it's William Shatner's face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, technically, yeah, we're going to be a bit.
I watched the Movies That Made Us. Have you seen that on Netflix?
I've seen the like trending, but I'm not
I've noticed it, and I thought that looks quite interesting, but I've not actually sat down and watched it.
There's a lot of good episodes in there, and the one about Halloween's great because it was made for like fucking no money by all these friends, and then John Carpenter sent the guy out to get a mask, and he's like, get a couple of good masks, and they got like clown masks and all that, and then they went, right, these are all like good, but nothing's striking fear, and then they brought out the William Shatner mask, spray painted white with the hair and stuff, and he was like, that's evil,
Yeah.
because there's no facial expression,
No discerning features or
whatsoever.
anything like that. It's just a blank.
Like the way he wanted to make him was a force of nature. So you want to meant to know his backstory. Like you might know a little bit, but like he is unstoppable. And then in the later films, they kind of make him this mad, weird.
The thing is that
character.
as they go on, they obviously feel like they need to flesh out a bit more and change things. And
these deaths, by the way, were not like violent. Like they were violent, but they were like hilariously violent.
Yeah.
Like one of the faces one of the girls makes as she dies is fucking brilliant, man. She's like crossed her eyes and sticks her tongue out and stuff, and I'm like that just wouldn't fly today. But like, and then there was no blood in the film.
Oh really?
Zero blood.
You think that was a choice? Like,
they just didn't put blood in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like the thing they said,
Probably
they just
couldn't
wanted to
afford
make
it.
They just wanted to make it psychologically scary. It's scarier in your head.
What certificate was it? Do you remember?
It was 18.
Was it an 18 now?
Because there's murder of people.
I know,
they
but
stab people in it, but like
because you get some productions that avoid putting blood in to keep the certificate lower.
there's a lot of sexual overtones. I don't think Michael Myers likes sex.
It's always the people shagging that get killed.
Have
first,
you seen the
isn't
Rob
it?
Zombie films?
Yes.
Like
A couple of them.
anytime a couple goes off to to have sex in the film, and it is a lot.
Aye, they're dead.
Like I'm like, Mike Myers is getting them.
Big Mike.
Big Mike does not like pumping in his house. Like,
Magic Mike's up there. The stuff.
He's a strict Christian boy, you know. He doesn't like premarital sex.
he's not that big in the 1978. You know how in later films, and especially in the Rob Zombie film, he turns into this fucking hulking
Monstrous
monster.
beast.
Like
He's just a man.
quite
isn't he,
skinny
really?
and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
like I think I could take him, but like
I think that's what they all thought.
I know. Like Busta Rhymes didn't he?
Yeah.
True.
We talked about H2O. Hugh.
No, that's Resurrection, mate.
Was it Resurrection?
H2O was the second or the third reboot.
Fucking hell, it's too many.
How can you get your Halloween films mixed up, Dom? There's so
only,
few of them.
There's only 300 or 4
Oh.
reboots.
Yeah, like there's the
reboots
list.
in the same series, like the same timeline gets rebooted, and they're like, right, the last 4 don't count,
Yeah.
and then they're like, no wait, that one does.
That one.
Like,
you-
Just
and
cherry
then-
picking.
oh, it's so.
yeah.
H2O was scary when I watched H2O back in the day. I thought it was scary, but this one isn't scary. It's just a classic.
Classic.
Aye, you can still watch it and appreciate the influence that it had on
Yeah.
the following horror films. Yeah, is that all that you've seen?
That's all I've seen. It's been
Now it's on to Christmas movies instead of
no.
spooky movies.
I'm gonna spooky it up right until fucking December 20th. I'm playing Castlevania all the time now, and that's all I need to say. 'Cause
Yep.
that's what gets people,
That's enough. Yeah.
gets the viewers going.
What about yourself, Dom? What you been up to? What you been playing? What you been watching?
Been playing some Horizon Zero Dawn on stream. Finally got by that part of the game where I'm like, oh, just this game just does not work for me.
There
Which
is
is-
there is a big part of that game like
Yeah, it sucks because like see since after getting over that sort of hill, like the game's great. The game's a lot of fun. It's
Every
God
time,
damn it.
every time, Dom.
the game is beautiful. I'll give like how visually like everything pops.
Yeah.
Though I've got a few gripes with some of the
How dare
issues. Aloy.
How dare you?
Aloy, being this crazy adventurer, like climbing up rocks and stuff like that, doesn't have the same abilities as like Link would have in Breath of the Wild. It's thinking like, oh, she can jump up these rocks. No, she can't. But there's this one yellow wee bit that she can grab onto.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
like-
unchartedness of
yeah.
these types of games.
So I'm like, this wee bits like that. There's been a couple of bugs I've ran into where like I wish I get like a bit of a from one of the machines. I had to pick up like a lens from it,
yeah,
but it glitched into the rock.
Into the Rock. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, I
watching
was
it,
like,
yeah.
But again, I put
Dwayne
that
was
down
like,
to-
"What the fuck?"
But again, it's quite like it's a much older game now, and like obviously they'll take these ideas that they had and for the new one for
Yeah.
Forbidden West and
See,
that. They'll be
big games like that. There's always going to be glitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's unavoidable.
I'll tell you right quickly about a glitch I got in Infamous Second Son.
Mhm.
Like I was meant to get a shard of energy,
Yeah.
and I blew up the place, and it flew into the water. And like to finish this mission, I had to get it, and it like you can't jump in the water, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck am I going to do?"
yeah.
So I had to restart.
That's interesting that it actually like responds to the physics of a place blowing up.
Yeah, it's not a good looking
Mm.
game. Actually, it's just not that
Yeah.
fun.
Just unlucky.
Yeah,
You're
it's,
like,
not, it's
fuck.
not a great game. But like, see the first 10 hours of Horizon, I think, are a wee bit of a slog because it's trying its best to like set everything up,
Yeah.
and try and get you on your way, but they kind of heavy hand it.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too dense as well. Like, so I've started that game twice. This is like my third attempt at this game, but so I know like the ins and outs of like Aloy's device and
Yeah.
like who were here before and when she discovered it and all that. So I've went, fuck that noise. Let's just run through this. So I done one side mission and went like it was more because like you could hear the lassie just scream from the mountain. I'm like, I want her to shut the fuck up. I'm trying to look about. It's like, where are you? And I'm like, no, fucking. So I've done that just to shut her up. But there's a few like some of the mechanics are a wee bit funny. The bow and arrows I think way OP, way overpowered. Like you can,
Really?
I think so. Like I'm getting perfect accuracy like every single time. I'm like,
Maybe you're
it's a
just
bit
good,
cheap.
Tom.
No, but like,
Can't be that.
No, it can't be that. Can't be
When I
that.
said it, I was
Let's
like,
not jump to conclusions.
I think that the game definitely has like see the bow and arrow.
Mhm.
it definitely auto aims for you a lot.
It feels like that. Like for the specialty for weak points and stuff, I kept pulling myself away from like the eye because I kept going for that for some creatures. I'm like, well, no, I want to hit the other parts that will like blow them up.
Put it on a harder difficulty.
I think like because the bow and arrows probably like a kind of signature for Aloy. It probably just wants you to enjoy it and look cool and you know
it feels good.
Yeah.
So what part are you actually at? Have you got to the?
You would know if you watched these streams.
Yeah, Hugh, if you watched the
was
stream.
Not well. So like when I wasn't feeling good, I wasn't going to hear you.
Yeah, that's true. No one would. So yeah, I'm just got to. I've just defeated the big creature that was like protecting the door.
Yeah, the one that looks different from everything else.
Yeah,
looks like kind of.
They're all like knights.
Type thing.
Yeah, like they're all knights and stuff. Hamish even pointed out the helmet looks stupid. I was like, yeah. So I'm just playing it through normal at the moment as well, just because again I just want the experience. Just if I'm going to enjoy it and keep going that way. Plus, the game will probably be about 18 hours at least if it's just through stories.
It's quite
and
a
stuff.
while in it. It's quite a big game.
It's over 20, mate. It's probably about 25.
Yeah.
Kind of about the same size as God of War.
But that's not just. Is that even just the main story? Or
you think so?
Yeah, really that long?
It didn't feel like it would be. I'm like, this already feels like I'm like, at least a quarter of the way through, and I'm like, either that, I'm just like,
maybe I've been a bit.
You're too good with that bow and arrow, mate.
You're like that was
flying through it.
I 100%ed the game.
Yeah, you really like the game, and I do feel
it got to a point where like I wanted to play more of it though. I don't know why.
I do feel that if I played this before Breath of the Wild, I'd have a bit more.
Came out the same fucking day.
Yeah, I think I would have a bit more like, oh right, like this game is great. Like I don't like it as much as Breath of the Wild, but this game is great.
Yeah,
and I do feel it really did suffer from that. Aloy's a great character. Give for props, so like voice acting and mocap and that. A lot of the characters that I've met so far, I'm like, yeah, they're actually not too bad. A lot of the creatures, like the big giraffe one that's hitting out the signal blockers and stuff like that. Mate. Big long neck.
How long to beat's giving it 22.5 hours for the main story and 60 hours for completionist.
That's not so bad.
It just shows you how much extra stuff is in it, though. Like almost 40 hours of additional stuff to do.
You can even see when you're just like with the crafting mechanics to fill up your skill tree.
Yeah,
like everything there.
I hope they kind of dial a lot of that back. Like because it came out in 2017, so it developed 2014, 15, whatever. That whole era is just fucking skill tree city. Like like
Shadow of Mordor,
Shadow of Mordor, fucking I know
Batman
too, but like
no Batman.
Like,
there's like,
era, like Infamous is the same. Like that whole era has an aesthetic, and that's how they built games. It's like action RPG.
So I look forward to finishing that off at twitch.tv/patchesandgaming, where we've introduced the page cam and like we came up with some ideas like how to get more subscribers to the channel. We've got when Paige is on camera, if you give us a sub, we'll give her a treat. And when I put that up on as a discussion, like everyone's like, "Are you starving your dog now?" You're like, "If you don't sub this channel, the dog's not getting
dog's gonna starve."
Exploitation of it.
And I'm like, that's fucking funny. And
do that for each other as well. If you don't fucking sub, Hamish don't get no beer.
Oh,
I was gonna go crazy.
Let's not play with fire.
Imagine that every time we get a sub, you get a beer. You'd be like creating fucking sock accounts, like sub.
See when we do like our 24-hour stream, that should definitely be one. Like if any donation of like a certain amount or above, Hamish will spark again. See how quickly you can get me pass out.
just like every donation comes from Hamish.
Was it Hamish 1, Hamish 2, Hamish 3?
You're just pure one.
They're good guys.
they appreciate a good guy.
I turn into Sylvester Stallone and pretend to be drunk. He's a good guy.
You see, there's a Rocky 4 director's cut coming out.
So just like 364% more montage.
Oh, it's gotta be more montage.
So much montage.
So much montage.
I didn't know there was a director's one. I love that movie.
IGN kind of had an interview with him when he was watching it, and he was saying there's a director's cut coming.
Imagine it was a director's cut and there were no montages, and you just saw the whole thing playing out. And it was like 8 months long.
What the fuck?
We cut a lot of this.
There's a lot of it in Russia. Which is burning hard as played through it.
I just want to see more Dolph Lundgren from 1986, man. It just looks like a fucking action figure.
Absolute beast, man,
shot back and sides.
It says like 4 words in the whole film.
Yeah.
That
If
will
he
break
dies,
you.
he dies.
That's going to spark his can, lads. Right?
I also made a wee purchase for me and Hugh to play for Persona 5 Strikers. It was on a wee discount, so the full deluxe edition as well. It comes with the soundtrack and stuff. And I was like, cool. I had a wee go of it, and I was like, yes, this feels good.
Oh, good. Now I've got to beat Persona 5 Royale. Or Royal. What's Royale?
That's with cheese, mate. Royale with cheese.
I think there's another game with Royale.
Battle Royale?
Is it Final Fantasy 15?
Royale edition? Maybe?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, there's a Royale edition of that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Royale.
Royale with cheese. See, when you guys were talking about that in the group chat earlier on, I read the 5 as an S, and I was like, PS Strikers, and I was like, it must be some PlayStation football game. Like, why would Dom buy that? Like,
it's a missile game, innit?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, your hack and slash kind of game for it.
Yeah, your
but
Heroes
it's
game.
Yeah, but it's a continuation from Persona 5, so I was like, cool, I'll buy that eventually. I was going to buy it when it first came out, but at the time I was like, 60 quid's a lot for that, a game that it's just like a hack and slash.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm okay with that.
But I only know this because I listened to another podcast who played it, and they said it's about 40 hours though. So how much hack and slash can you do in 40 hours?
But I think it's more the story for this will be pretty intense as well.
It's in
It'll be,
Shibuya as well, isn't it?
yeah. But I was going like, do you know what? Like, I'm enjoying this. Like, let me check the digital art book and stuff. As soon as I clicked on it, it's like, if you've not completed this game, please don't look at this. I'm like,
spoiler city.
fucking okay,
Yeah.
right. That's not good then. So just in case you get a bit curious, you don't click on that. But
When you click on it.
soundtrack is great in this game, and I'm like, oh man, I'm hoping I get a chance to maybe stream this. But the problem is, I'm like, I don't think I can, because you would need to know what Persona 5 is, or Persona 5 Royale.
It wouldn't really make much sense.
So I'm like, am I going to have to play that again just so people can see it? But I'm like, that gives me a chance to play it again and do the DLC, the extra stuff that they added, like the other villain that's in it. So I'm like, oh, maybe, okay.
I mean, there are more people on Twitch than your friends, so
That is true.
people can still join in. And
I don't think it'll be
know
that
it.
much of a spoiler. Like,
If people don't want to see it, they don't tune in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't worry
you
about
can't
it
say
too
about
much.
any game. Like, I'm not going to play this because it's a spoiler for this.
Yeah.
No, well, that's true. In case like this, just in case anyone wants to play it, but
You spoiled Undertale for me, and I still don't like it.
you still don't like it.
I don't like Undertale.
No, well, that's because you have no.
He's
soul.
bad at it.
Yeah,
It's
he
not-
lacks
I'm bad at a
determination.
lot of games I
Exactly,
like.
he does.
Like, I'm bad at a lot of games that I like. I'm bad at Castlevania. I love those games.
Bad at
Just didn't
FIFA.
like Undertale. Shut up. I just like it didn't click for me in the same way it clicks for other people. And I like RPGs and stuff like that. But if you give me an RPG where I can kill people and that's not what you have to do, oh fuck that RPG. Try to teach me something.
I mean, it's not what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's an option.
Yeah.
But it's the real option. We all know the real options, Hamish.
Yeah. I killed everyone.
Yeah, I did it.
Hamish murders everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apart from that, I've just been watching a few more things. As I said, What We Do in the Shadows season 2 started that with Angie. Finished off Rick and Morty. Like
right, okay.
that kind of just went cold for me after the sort of.
I haven't seen any of the new season.
Yeah, it's
all
weird.
done now for
Yeah.
like a while. It's been done, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been done for a good couple of months now, I think.
That excitement's definitely left people in it. Like
It's because
that
like
hype train has died down.
no, I think it was more that they did that sort of staggered release on the series 4, and then series 5. It's just not on Netflix. Adult Swim have got a lot more control over it, and
Is it out in the UK yet?
it was out on Channel 4, E4. Sorry,
Yeah,
it was on
Channel
on
4.
demand.
So if you've got like 4 on demand, it was on there. But it was on the catch up, so you only had a certain amount of time to
Oh, right.
see it. But
The thing is, though,
it might be on there now because
it's
time has
done.
passed. So
I'll just check the Pirate Bay.
Do you know the thing is? It's not a bad season. It's actually a pretty strong season. It's not bad.
I enjoyed it.
I think that they never struck really when the iron was hot. They left a massive gap, didn't they?
I don't think they could have done like the animation any faster. If I'm going to be honest,
But there's also things like solar opposites, and they were
they're trying to do other things.
they're working on other things. But yeah, there obviously is like a minimum time period. There's a bunch of specials as well. Don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, the one I tagged you in a few. I don't know if you've seen any of them.
There's
There
like
was
an anime
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought, the weebs would love this.
Yeah,
The
it was
weebs
like
being
Morty.
you too.
Morty goes into like a maid cafe and stuff like that, but it's all in Japanese.
Do you remember Jason in Maid Cafes?
Yes.
Like, we were walking down the road and like Jason's like, right, I said, boys, eyes straight ahead. Do not look at them. Do not look them in the eye.
Is a maid cafe literally just a cafe with women in maid costumes?
Yeah, but they stand on the street with leaflets to try and get you in.
Oh, right,
They're all in
yeah.
their maid outfits and stuff.
Right.
And Jason's like, right, boys, don't look them in the eye. Don't even look in their direction. And you could have seen his neck. Man, his neck was like like he wanted to turn. He wanted to turn his head.
Yeah.
He said he went into one and it was kind of boring. It was kind of like
It sounds like a kind of gimmicky thing, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
sitting next to you and you order like £20 tea.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
it. They just serve you, and that, and it's like it's a cultural thing rather than anything we'd be like, oh, this is it. Don't even get a dance. But yeah, again, it's just one of those things. It was like, oh, maybe I should actually finish this. I've already watched, a good couple of episodes of this, and I kind of want to know where they're going.
There's no
with
memes
this season.
in this season. Where's all the memes?
Well, I think it was.
Where's my Szechuan sauce?
Well, they don't need anything.
that
like
was too much, man.
Yeah, that was. They did a good. There was a great story with Bird Person. There was like they do a sort of reveal with Evil Morty as well, which is cool.
Like is that still ongoing?
Well, we'll see what they've like the ending for it. I was like, oh, okay.
This is gonna go on forever. They have no get out of this. They've just started a storyline. They're like,
No, like the way they ended this, I was like, oh, okay. So basically, like spoilers for anyone. Have you seen Hamish?
I've seen it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, Evil Morty discovers that Rick's basically stuck everyone in the same sort of universe, where he's the smartest guy, and Evil Morty's like, I just want to get out of his reality, so he basically breaks reportal reality,
right?
meaning that
Is it evil? Is Evil Morty?
well, see,
evil?
that's the thing it's like
Well, that's up for debate. Like, basically, he wants to get
away from Rick.
away from Rick's universe, basically,
Yeah,
which I wouldn't say is inherently evil. You know what I mean?
it's
But-
all this
exactly enough.
like all the verses, all the multiverses, all the Ricks of the world sort of have their own universes where it's just they're the most smartest guys,
right?
and this Morty's like, I'm like he's just scared because like anything that's smarter than him he doesn't understand, so I want to get the fuck away from this because anything's better than being stuck with him because all he does is he only cares about himself.
which is that's been evident from the start.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't exactly blame him.
Yeah, and you do get like even it was like a throwaway joke sort of thing. It was like, do you want to see my really sad, annoying backstory, Morty? Here it is right here, and then Morty just puts it like it's like a mind sort of
Morty's mind blowers.
Yeah.
He-
So he uses that right away. So then you find out what actually happened with Rick.
yeah, you do get a bit of Rick's backstory, which is
And
Alright, okay.
because again, it's just that's what really happens. Like, yeah, now people can shut up and stop annoying me about it. There's like there's some good moments in it. But yeah, there's been the Planetina episode. I still think's the best one. Morty's girlfriend that he has.
oh yeah.
I think that's
Alison
still
Brie.
yeah, Alison Brie. I mean, that's not the only reason why I liked it, but
But it helps.
but it helps.
Alison Brie all the time. I mean,
I get it.
that's fine.
But yeah, like as like again, I think it's a very good start. It dips in the middle and then it gets really good at the end.
That's all Rick and Morty seasons, isn't it?
It feels like that. It's
always
always
kind of hit and miss.
yeah. But
They also make an incest baby.
yeah, that's weird as well. They did this. Yeah.
Who? Rick and Morty?
No, Morty and,
Morty and
Summer accidentally make a.
There's a lot more to it than that. Like,
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I know you're getting some images in your head
Yeah,
here. Like,
they
pushed out to the
don't
side.
they don't sleep with each other. It's just like it's just this fucking
It's some Rick
yeah.
related shenanigans.
But don't
goes
worry,
on.
but don't worry. The baby's name's Naruto, so it's okay.
Do you remember when we went in? I've done this a lot in this episode. We went to a shop called Naruto,
Yeah.
and we asked him why it was called Naruto, like after the TV show, and he was like, "No, in Japan, like Naruto's like fish or something."
All right,
And I was
okay.
like, "Oh, not everything's about weebs."
That
I
guy
wonder
was
how
from
many times they've been asked that.
Yeah, and is that the guy that was like he was from America and he was just sort of over to sort of help his dad shop, and then we were trying to teach him some Scottish lingo.
we taught him ball bag,
Yeah.
Nice.
obviously, because that's the first
That's
one
where you go to, innit? Yeah.
The guy Dom was like, "I'm hungry. Can he's making food of that?" He's like, "I'll make you a curry omelette."
Right.
And they're like, "I'll have curry or omelette."
I was like, yeah, just give us it. That sounds good.
Curry omelette.
Worth a shot.
It was
innit?
nice.
And it was fucking really nice. It was really good. And then I think we came out with one that's like my favourite one. It's just because it broke Rory. was I was like, here's a term that we use. It's like my head's full of mince, and like he was like, what does that mean? It's just like, oh, like you're just you.
We didn't even know how to explain it.
I
It's
was
like
gonna say
he's like
Yeah.
full of mince.
I was just like you're just like
Feels like there's much simpler ones you could have went with.
yeah, but just like as a Scottish
Dom-
term, you know, he'd
Dom was
mince.
hitting them with all the complicated ones.
Yeah.
We were
But like Rory was
did
just
you
like,
say cunt?
I just like when you're just like so overwhelmed, or it's just like a case like you can't think straight. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, like we've been hungover. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
Close enough, man.
I started watching the first couple of episodes of the last season of Final Space as well, because that's on
Alright, okay, yeah.
Netflix. I'm a wee bit gutted by it. I'm really just been putting it off because I know that
Because it's finishing.
it's done. Like the CBS cancelled it. I think because Conan O'Brien's not on the show anymore. They basically went, well, we don't want anything to do with your animated series, and makes me
What's
sad.
the
though.
animation that's the same style now?
Yeah, see after, well, I'd say after Rick and Morty especially, everything's looking like Rick and Morty at the moment,
Yeah. It's
Which
the
is
end
not good.
style in it.
and a lot of the shows are fucking terrible though. Like they're really
Star
bad.
Trek one's not meant to be very good.
Yeah. There's a new one that's out. It's like a
I didn't like
CIA
Final
agent or
Space.
something.
Inside
Yeah.
Job or something like
Yeah,
that.
and people are like,
Yeah.
oh, this is hilarious. And I watched like a 10-minute clip, and I'm like, of all the best bits, I'm like, I've not laughed once at this. Oh no,
Yeah.
am I getting old and cynical? I went, oh no, maybe it's just shit. And I went, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just shit. You know?
Netflix seems to just throw money at things sometimes, like just to try them out,
Yeah.
see how it goes. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Have you seen the Netflix gaming? We should have talked. Are we going to talk about that?
we will.
Oh, excellent. You can't play
But
it. Hamish.
but yeah,
You can't play
Just
it.
because
Hamish.
I don't have an Android.
Exactly.
aye, but
whatever.
yeah, that was me. I'm just enjoying the last couple of days of my holiday. I've got an escape room to go to.
Oh wait,
so
like
I'm gonna
you
see
and
it.
Hamish are on holiday at the same time?
Yeah, well,
Just to let me know you.
But I'm just starting tomorrow technically because
Yeah.
I had to go in
Where you
to
going?
work today. Going to St Andrews, work on my golf swing. No, I'm not actually going to work on my golf swing, but I'm going to St Andrews.
Yeah.
It's my uncle's 60th, so
yeah,
we get together.
that's good.
Oh,
Then.
is your uncle younger than you?
just looks.
But aye, that's me for the week.
I didn't hear a word of that, so.
Cool.
Hugh, play that intro.
I actually need to record that because I can't have all day.
It's so much harder for you just to talk into a microphone. Do you know what? Just hit the play button, boys. I'm
It's
just,
much better as a live performance, I think. But
yeah.
so our regular listeners will know that's the news sound. Obviously, I mean anyone can tell that's a news sound. It's just a news sound, isn't it?
That's the news coming through.
That's
In
the news
newsroom.
coming in. Yep,
You all know what a newsroom is, right?
it's a room for news.
Why did you look at me when you said that there?
You done this?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
I
Oh, okay.
Well, you've said it now and it's
didn't.
recorded.
I know. It was one of those things that my brain was like, say it'll be funny. But I thought, no, say it'll be funny.
That's what I meant. So something that I have been trying. I don't think this is Xbox wide yet. I'm on like the Wii Insider program. Hugh, are you in it?
Nah.
No, you're an outcast. So I was just getting them back for you, Dom.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, cloud gaming that you can get on your mobile devices.
Yeah.
Well, that's now on consoles.
Hmm.
At least on the Insider one.
Yeah.
So you don't need to install a game. Any of the games, like not any of the games on Game Pass, but a lot of the games on Game Pass.
Oh.
Sounds like
Cloud
a
gaming.
feature that you don't need.
Well,
Unless your internet. Well, if your internet's that bad, streaming it. Like, it sounds like not a useless feature, but a feature that is needed.
it's always better to install it. Obviously, you get better performance and stuff like that. But it means if, like, you know, you don't have good internet and there's a game that'll take like 3 days or whatever to download, or a lot of time to download, or you've got a cap, then it might be the better option.
Mhm.
Also, I don't know if any of yous look at like the Game Pass quests.
Yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
get, like, yeah. So sometimes there's just play this game, and it means you don't need to install it and wait for like it to install. So you can just
Yeah.
launch it, get the quest, and then right, fuck you, game.
Yeah, that's me done.
Yeah,
It comes from only looking through my own lens. I have good internet,
yeah.
so like
Do you? Never heard this before, you.
I have gigabit fiber internet.
Yeah.
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 Even like I've got 350 megabits, and that's
Yeah.
plenty.
Peasant.
Me stuck at my fucking 30 megabytes. Like, oh, look at Dom.
Dom's looking at his Xbox going, I'll see you in a week.
I'll see you every
Yeah.
mate. Download
See,
one update.
Yeah, people like, I know Ross in the past, Ross, friend of the podcast, has had problems like, we've wanted to play a game, they'll be like, right, cool, we'll just download it, and then like 10 minutes later we're done, and Ross is like, fuck's sake, I'll be like 2.5 hours. So there are certain applications that could be handy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know when I download games and it tells you the speed it's downloading, and mine's will go up to like 7 and 8, 9, 100 megabyte downloads or whatever? I'll like take a photo and send it to him.
Yeah.
You're such a dick.
I know, and he's like, why?
Why?
I like for this reaction.
For this negative reaction. But that sounds like a great wee feature.
I mean, it's handy, and it's not everyone that's going to use it, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's a nice additional feature that's just there, isn't it?
Can you use it for roaming as well? So if you're using if you're on 5G, you're using on like Surface tablets or anything like that, and phones.
You certainly could, yeah.
Because that may be a big benefit. As I said, if you're just using it for those quick quests, if it's something for 5-10 minutes,
or you go around to a friend's house, they don't have it downloaded.
Yeah.
Just play it.
Yeah,
on the
you
cloud.
have to wait
Just play it by yourself and go, "Oh, you fucking peasant."
Look at you, you're 350.
I give it a shot with a few games, and as far as I can see, works pretty flawlessly. It's obviously with the Series X, it's fast loading times anyway, with menus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Didn't really notice a difference with that.
Do you not think that like I'm like a fucking stickler for like getting? I want the best experience I can get, right? So like I want it in 4K. I want it
pay extra for that.
I want it in 120 frames per second.
Yeah.
I want the best, and I'll always have it hanging in my head, going like, "There's lag here." Is that resolution really 4K?
That's just you being bad, right?
That's when you need one. That's when you need to get your eyes tested, and then the other one is for you to get good.
No, nah. It's someone else's problem.
See, you're looking up there like, how can I retort? Nah, it's not. That's not.
No, for me, like I always have it hanging in my head was, this is going to be better if I install it.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes from my very privileged position.
No, it definitely is.
My good internet.
Yeah.
So like, if Ross could play Master Chief Collection, which is what fucking 120 gig now, without having to download the full thing, then that's probably better for someone like him.
But
that card needs to get better internet.
It does even say like for best performance install, but
I mean, it's good to have that option.
Yeah,
I do think that's right. And if you've tried it and you don't see any issue with it, then it's not for everybody. It's not for people that have got gigabit internet. It's like just talk about it every chance to get.
1 whole gigabyte.
Giggly bite, mate.
Giggly bite.
Not a gigabyte. A gigabyte.
Giggly wiggly bite, mate.
Is that a gigabyte or a gigabit? Maybe gigabit. I don't know.
It's fast.
Nah, it's fast as fuck, yeah.
It's fast on news. Yeah, cunts.
Pretty sure it's faster than you as well. Like,
well, I don't know. It's mine, so.
no, can you run as fast as a gigabyte?
A giggly bite.
Giggly wiggly bite.
Speed of light.
Right. Anyway.
I don't know what
Swinging wild.
Yeah. So as is like totally normal with the past couple of years, couple of delays. Overwatch 2, Diablo 4. Midnight Suns, the Marvel game, it was like XCOM delayed.
I did hear with the Activision Blizzard thing though. That's all to do with like the lawsuits that are coming through. And
yeah, they announced Overwatch 2 as a, hey guys, don't hate us. Remember you like Overwatch? And then like Overwatch 2, which I heard today, you'll still be able to play with Overwatch 1 players. Like, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, is it Overwatch 1? Is it Overwatch 1 with an upgrade?
Yeah, I mean, I was quite surprised even hearing that there was like an Overwatch 2, because
why'd you need 2?
Yeah, why not just update?
It's like
1?
Destiny, right? I don't think they ever wanted to release Destiny 2, but they had to rush out Destiny 1 so fast they couldn't really do all the things they wanted to do.
Yep.
So there probably won't ever be a Destiny 3. Because what's the point?
Yeah, why bother?
They're just building.
Yeah.
Just it'll be under just Destiny logo now.
It just should be Destiny. Well, it should be just Destiny.
Yeah.
The only time you would really need that is if there was like a massive difference in,
Engine.
the core, core game.
Yeah. What do you, so like with Diablo 4, are you upset by that? You're just like, whatever.
I mean, like, I remember playing Diablo 2 when I was young on the PC. Ross and I played Diablo 3 for a fair bit. It's not one of these games that I'm champing at the bit to play though. It's like, if it's on Game Pass or whatever, I'll jump on and try it out. And also, I don't know, if recent events, but you just kind of expect delays now.
Yeah.
A lot of time, like
See that Midnight Suns game?
Hmm.
I've heard that isn't. It's not XCOM. It's more card. It's all about cards.
More cards. That's what you want. More
Cards.
card games.
More cards.
More cards. Magic the Gathering. Fucking.
Pokemon.
Fucking.
I mean that's quite a broad.
Hearthstone.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
Back for
listening
Blood
to-
that we've been playing on our Twitch, twitch.tv/Patches and Gaming has cards.
I was listening to a Sacred Symbols podcast and they were talking about how people thought it was going to be more like XCOM, but it's not. It's more like you collect and use cards
Yeah.
for combat and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to diss it right now, but like diss it like I'm a fucking 90s rapper. I'm not going to like talk down about it now. I know very little about it, but like
Yeah. Also, check our Spotify for Hugh's diss track.
My name is
go-
Hugh, and I'm here to
this
say.
goes out to Ubisoft. Fuck you.
Yeah. What's my snare?
Fuck you, Ubisoft.
Ubi.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll go hopefully Valhalla.
it's not a massive deal, is it? It's just delays.
Yeah, when it comes to delays, like as you said, we kind of are expecting them, and
Plus, we've got a backlog.
yeah, Hugh's definitely got a backlog.
Mate, I'm playing through Infamous Second Son, which was
Did you play First Son?
Yeah, you're missing out first then.
Infamous First Son, did you play it?
no, I didn't play Infamous 1 or
Ah.
2. I actually got I think for my PS3 in the day, I got a controller. You know how hard it is to get PS3 controllers, by the way?
Pretty hard.
Yeah, fucking difficult.
I mean, yeah, I guess you wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't hard, so I'm
got
going to go
red.
with pretty hard.
Like,
I'd go on eBay twice.
it was like 25 quid.
Fuck off, really?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's also a trash controller.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not great. I could have given you one of mine. I think I've got a couple kicking about, mate.
why didn't you just tell me?
Because I
Now-
didn't know
now
you were
you know-
fucking looking, did
Yeah,
I?
but now he knows he can sell them to you for that much because that's how much you'll pay for them.
Give me a
It
controller.
was actually me that sold him it.
Like, I remember that was one of the reasons why I didn't get a PlayStation 3 was because I hated the.
Shock.
Yeah, it just felt like shit.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed with the Xbox, the 360 controller. You're like, oh, that's really
360
this
controller
good.
was best, and then
Then
the
Xbox.
PS4 controller was really good, and the PS5 is really good. It's
PS5, I like the PS5.
I think
big.
PS.
Yeah,
no, I
I
don't
don't really
think
got
so.
an issue with it.
Not compared to like some of the controls in the past. Remember
Yeah.
like the original Xbox?
Oh, the Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Duke.
Duke.
I remember trying to play Halo with that thing, man, and my wee hands couldn't get round the back.
Need to get an Uber to the other button.
It's like press the black button to turn on your flashlight, and I'm like, the black
Do
button?
you remember Dixon's? We used to have like a shop down in Dumbarton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
got my Xbox.
So they had the demo of Halo on that, and I can remember trying to play Halo with that. Try to get the torch on for it on the Duke controller. Oh, this is so hard. I love it.
I remember first getting the Xbox, and this is how dumb I was as a kid, right?
And still are.
It-
Yeah, as a kid.
Like the disc drive, like a lot of Xbox's disc drives had issues with reading discs. But I was like, I'm obviously going to get the blame for this, even though it was brand spanking new. So I just put up with it for 4 years. Like, so I would you'd have to sit and press it open and shut, open and shut, open
Yeah.
and shut, open and shut, open and shut until it read the disc.
Yeah.
How stupid is that? I could have just went, Mum, this isn't fucking working. Take it back to Dixon's, please.
Well, it's because it's an expensive bit of equipment. You don't feel like you'll
She'd
get the
have hit
blame
me
for
with
it.
it.
I
She'd
should
have
be like,
fucking hit me with
you
it.
fucking broke that. Yeah.
Had
Yeah.
ever
had a
been
bit of
hit with
weight.
it?
Yeah, had a bit of weight in it.
An Xbox is about fucking 5 kilos.
Yeah. And then that's like without the Duke controller.
Probably would have swung that around, smacked you off a head with it like a bowl ass.
I'll Duke you, good boy.
Fucking, that annoyed me for years.
Yeah.
I
But
always
you
just
don't
wanted
think
to play Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
I wanted to keep playing Splinter Cell. That was a game I loved playing in
I
that.
did not understand Splinter Cell when I was playing it. I was like, they wants me to drag this guy into the darkness, and I did it, and then not like I was expecting it to say, "Well done, go do this now," and then it was like, continue,"
You could do the mission.
Keep going.
and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Espionage? Nah.
I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2, man. That game
Okay.
wasn't espionage at all.
Wait, wasn't
There was a fat guy in roller skates.
Oh
Real fat.
yeah, the bald guy. Yeah,
You had to
Batman?
make him slip up on
yeah.
he? Fitman.
slip up on pigeon shit.
Or
Am I
coolant.
remembering that
No,
right?
like you could do that, or you could coolant him.
I used the coolant, yeah. When you were placing bombs or something, or you were diffusing bombs.
And the stupid
Yeah, he was always scared.
But a
of it.
fucking
stupid
classic game,
idiot
though, man.
who thought she was like immune to bullets, but she was wearing a magnet.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like,
fuck, right
like
enough,
a
man.
repellent magnet. No,
Yeah.
no, the one that attracts metal.
Oh, Lady Fortune.
That would
So
not help.
she was like, "You can't shoot me," and then the fucking cunt turned her magnet off,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Ah, no."
See, one of the weird things with that game is like you used to be able to like see when you were hanging down, like on like barriers and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then you could do like
Pull-ups.
pull-ups, and then you could actually like build it up so that you've got
Yeah.
stronger. And I was like, why? Don't really need it.
Yeah.
I mean, it just meant you could hold on longer, but there wasn't any moments where you really needed to wait for ages. So,
So
it's,
it's see if you were doing European Extreme, like it's not a porno, someone there. If you were doing,
Extreme.
yeah, so your handling would go down dramatically. So you had to level up to like level 3 to have.
that's
some
why you
sort of
shoot
fighting
everyone in
chance.
the head, Dom.
No, see when you're sneaking by bits like in
You
European
don't need to
Extreme.
sneak if you shoot everyone in the head.
That's true, but in European Extreme,
That's true. Shut up there.
but in European
It's true,
Extreme,
but you're still wrong.
yeah, but in that mode it was a lot harder to do that and get away with it because it would restart you. From,
Yeah.
you know, like fuck, you couldn't run and gun like that.
Yeah, one thing I loved about those was it would collate all your stats and then tell you like a play style. That was cool.
Yeah.
More games should do that.
I remember like at the end when Raiden had the dog tag and it had your name on it, and then he threw it away, and you're like, he's like, I don't want this name, and you're like, no, that's me. Why throw me away? Man, MGS2 was fucking great.
I
Wasn't
might
it?
go
That
back
was
to
fucking
it.
brilliant.
I've
man.
never
It
played
was-
the first one either.
Oh, Metal Gear.
That was
was-
pretty
I told you I'm waiting on. Like, I know if I start playing that fucking game,
Metal
the
Gear.
remake will be announced. So I
Mm.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to start doing it now, so I can play the remake.
I asked you to borrow the fucking Twin Snakes off you, and you said no.
No, that's because it's
He
not.
can give you
There's
one
a
snake.
fucking
That's the best he
GameCube
can
game.
do.
I'll ask Craig. Craig, you're probably listening to this, right? Can I borrow Twin Snakes from Dom? It's been sitting in his house for the last 3 years, right? And every time I go in, I go,
On what console?
GameCube.
GameCube. I've probably got it, mate. You can borrow it.
I fucking hate you sometimes.
Why? I'm right. Fine. You can't borrow it. Fuck you.
You're
So
always like
the
this.
guy offers you PlayStation 3 controls and then this, and you're like, I fucking hate you.
You're always doing this.
Always flexing on the
You're always, trying to help,
podcast.
you're always trying to help me after.
I'm mad now.
Anyway,
Anyway, but
so-
I've been going on to Dom's for years, and it's been sitting there, and I'm
It's
going,
not been
"Can
there
I
for
borrow it?"
years.
It's been there for fucking years. Fucking years, right?
fucking
And I've been
years.
going, can I borrow it? And you're like, it's not mine, it's Craig's. And I'm like, right.
He won't know though.
Can you ask Craig then?
I was like,
Craig,
nah.
or mate, if you're listening to this, I'm borrowing that fucking game. I don't want yours.
Please
I want,
and thank
I
you.
Want, I want this one.
Right, fine. The offer's off the table, right, Craig?
I give you money for it, actually. You want money for it?
Craig,
I
you
give
can't, you
money.
can't borrow mine, so he's going to need to borrow yours. All right.
Anyway,
So
discussion
anyway-
over.
Anyway, so enough about delays. A couple of things came early.
Ooh, Christmas.
Well,
You?
Oh, did you see my Christmas? My Halloween costume.
What?
Did you see my Halloween costume?
no, I don't think I did either.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Who are you dressed up as?
I was dressed up
Premature
in.
ejaculation, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was basically I was wearing some antlers on my head, and I was wearing a Christmas jumper, and I had PVA glue all down my jeans, and it's Christmas came early.
Nice. I like that. That's good. Clever then, yeah.
That's disgusting.
Get this off. This filth off this podcast. Anyway,
So, this will be one from Abel.
oh
Right? Animal Crossing New Horizons 2.0 patch has released early.
yeah,
Meant to be the 5th of November, but it's already out.
yeah,
Whoa.
I know.
yes. That's good for people who love Animal Crossing.
You're clutching at the straws
Yeah,
here. But
it's-
that's good
that's
for,
good
good
for
for them,
them.
I suppose.
None of
Because
us play Animal Crossing, do we?
no, like again,
I play a
think-
wee bit, like very, very rarely.
Yeah, but
Really.
again, like it's one of those things. It's like you expected. I always expected that game to be. Oh, it's got all these mini games that you can do with your pals, and you have all these levels. I thought it was like a Mario Party game where you
Why
had
didn't
like
just
hub
buy
worlds and
fucking
stuff.
Mario Party?
No, I thought it was like that's why everyone was loved this game because it had all these mini games you could play with your pals. But when I found out it was just that you walk about each other's islands and you just look at stuff, I was like, really?
Dom, do you
Huh.
know the version of the game you're talking about is actually the one that released for the Wii U that everyone hates?
I don't even know when they released one for the Wii U.
Yeah, it's called House Party or some shit like that, or so, like, because I got the special edition, never played it, but like,
Didn't have any friends to play it with.
Yeah.
it came in like a big box and Amiibo and stuff. It was cool, but like, it was out for like 2 weeks and it got reduced to like £8 because no one was buying it.
But no one bought a Wii U.
Yeah.
We did.
we
Yeah,
fucking
we, all, we all did.
Fuck, did we all buy Wii U's?
I got
Oh.
drunk on eBay one night and I was like, I'll offer him 120 quid for a Wii U, and this was like 2013.
Aye, so it's
Like
still.
a year after it came out, and the guy's like, please take it.
I still like Wii U. I still like it. I keep telling myself
it
that.
was interesting. It was interesting. I'll leave it at that.
It was good.
It's a trash fire.
Yeah. It had Bayonetta 2. That's all I cared about.
Who?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not the only thing that came early, though.
Mhm.
Sorry, Hugh. Ubisoft talk just now.
Yup.
Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
So they've got a roadmap. They've got like 3 kind of crossovers that they're planning.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is Danny Trejo. Right. And basically it was meant to be out in December, but the mission popped up early. And it's
That's
like
weird.
it's like free DLC that they're planning. The
Oh.
second one crossover's Rambo. The third one's Stranger Things. But basically it's just a mission where Danny Trejo is making tacos, and you need to defend them from like waves of enemies and stuff like
That
that.
sounds alright.
Yeah.
That sounds alright. What's
Yeah.
this fucking Strange Things one going to be?
I don't know. Need to wait and see, won't you?
Yeah.
You need to watch me streaming it
Sounds dumb.
because it's Stranger Things, and Stranger Things is shit. Yeah, you're right, mate.
Stranger Things is not shit, right? But like, why is Stranger Things in Far Cry 6?
I don't know.
The money, mate.
There has been some
Strange things happen.
for lack of a better term, strange things in the Far Cry games.
It's like when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 and I'm like, oh, there's an Assassin's Creed festival going on in this game, and I was like, they've infected my game.
And 15, did you not get like a Altair costume and stuff like that? Yeah.
You also got a noodle hat as well.
I did a cup noodle hat, which I wore proudly.
Nice. Let's see what else. So something that we were talking about on you were mentioning earlier on, having the page cam and stuff like that on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's actually going to be a dedicated category, right, on Twitch, which is animals, aquariums, and zoos.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just go on and just watch the animals.
You should just page cam 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fund our lifestyle.
Maybe not 24 hours a day, like give her some privacy, but
Right.
She don't want no privacy.
23 and a half hours a day.
Constantly just following around with your phone, like.
Like, what is she doing? You know, I tried to, I do think that she jumps on the sofa, see when I'm no in the house. And I was trying to set up my Nest Cam just to see if it was coming in. I forgot that Jason would wander in and be like, what's that set up for?
Jason's on the couch, jumping on the couch. Like, throws down, fucked up.
He's not allowed on that couch. Let's see.
But that's like, you know, that could be money making. But the only problem I have with that is that people would just basically get pets and have it for that reason, which is not cool.
Yeah, it
Like-
almost borders on kind of exploitation of animals, like, you know,
Like a zoo.
like offering treats for subs. That kind
Yeah,
of
I mean, who would do something so fucking awful like that?
Why would you do that, Tom?
Dom? Hold on. No, the chat suggested it. It was funny seeing when Nicola's mum was saying that. She's like, she was like, just make her fat.
Was
Just
that
make her
Nicola's
fat.
mum?
That was Nicola's mum.
I didn't
that
know
was
who
in the
that
chat.
was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, right.
She, because like, again, remember I said like she subbed to the channel?
Yeah.
A very narrow fan base, isn't we?
Well, I mean, at least she's just coming on and talking. Like, I genuinely had no idea.
I know, she's brilliant.
I just assumed that she went on subbed and then just never bothered actually watching. But
She subbed, but then you had to leave a comment for the sub to actually go through. So she
Ah,
came on
right,
and she
okay.
ended up sticking around because Greenie was getting chewed out by Nicola. And I was like, it's always
Aw, I
fun seeing
missed
that.
it.
Oh, it's so funny, man. Anytime they come on, it's like, Sims, nah, fuck you, Greenie. That's it. It's pretty funny.
you were getting slagged rotten as well, Hugh.
Oh yeah, you were getting
Why
powered.
too?
Everybody,
Everyone, mate.
everyone was slagging
We
you.
basically came up with a rule. Well, the rule started off as whoever's not there gets slagged,
Uh-huh.
and then Greenie was like, "Oh, but Dom also needs to get slagged just
Yeah.
because he's Dom." So I decided the final rule is we slag you two.
Because it's kind of your low hanging fruit, Hamish.
I thought you liked it easy.
Taking it easy, mate.
Starting to become flirty. What's this about?
I'll save that for after the podcast. Something that I think we're interested in, Dom, and it's the Mandalorian, not the Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
The
That's like an
spin-off,
orange.
the Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
Boba Fett.
I see the
Boba
trailer.
Fett.
It looks good.
Yeah.
He's trying to be Jabba the Hutt, isn't he? Yeah, well, he's trying to be Jabba the replacement.
Jabberlackin.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I was just waiting to see what else you said.
You just kept looking, you're just still talking. I was like, that was funny.
I was expecting Dom to say more about it.
It looks fine.
Okay, there we go.
That's the thing is it's
Genuinely okay.
yeah, it's you know they've been talking again. It's one of these things that it's been talked about for like decades. When will Boba Fett have his own
That
thing?
shite
Boba Fett, that guy
character.
that fell down the Sarlacc pit. That
He
you
got
know,
out, man.
he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." And then they're like, "Oh, we brought you back in the prequels." And he went, "No, just let me die."
I mean, we also Robot Chicken. We know that he's alive down there. So.
Yeah, he's having a party with the other guy got eaten down there. Then he got out, didn't he? He did get
I
out.
think so. I can't remember.
They saw that. It's just like, guys, you're just annoying me now, so get out of here.
Fuck.
Yeah. God, man, they do such a better job. They should have had that in the Star Wars movies. The Robot Chicken guy, Seth Green, and that, just to come out and have a laugh with it.
I've not watched Robot Chicken in years.
I can't believe it's still going.
Is it actually still
Still
going?
going. It's still going.
I had no idea. That's cool. Is it still all the same guys? Like
I think it is, yeah.
Interesting.
It's wild.
Also, something else that you might be interested in, Dom. You know Amy Hennig, who was formerly at Naughty Dog. She was the creative director of the first 3 Uncharted games. But she's working on a Marvel game. Don't know who it's about, but it's like an original story.
Mm-hmm.
So, could be interesting.
Yeah, like she got like a lot of praise for the storytelling, a lot of direction that Uncharted went with. That they said the 4th one really suffered from. I love Uncharted 4, and then that's getting that re-release for the PC and PS5 later on next year or this year.
Yeah, it's 4. What is it?
Thieves End and
Lost. What's the one that's just the women for the series?
Lost
Legacy.
Lost Legacy, yeah.
Sure, 4 and Lost Legacy's coming out for the PS5, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was a wee bit mad at that, but then the first 3 are really strong. I mean, Uncharted 2 is great. Like, that's one of the games that's like will go down in history as like one of the best games ever created.
The beginning of that game is amazing. I still haven't beat it. I got 3/4 of the way through it and for some reason put it down. But like, what a game!
Yeah,
I need to go back to it.
I do like Uncharted 3 just for I think I've said this before, when you had the one moment where you just grabbed a fish and you beat a guy up with a fish. I'm like, that's just top 10.
Oh yeah.
Uncharted 4 still has the plastic on it, and I got it on release day.
I bought like the fucking idiot.
I know.
That's a lot of money. I think. I've got like the remastered 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
and I started the first one, and I was enjoying it.
Janky.
Yeah,
but even then, I was enjoying it, and it's just a PlayStation, man. I just struggle to stay on the PlayStation. Like I was like, so what's new on the Xbox these days?
Fanboy just comes out in it. Like,
basically,
fanboyism.
Because I got the Uncharted series because I didn't have a PlayStation 3 like at all.
Nah, same.
And I loved those games, and I was like, how the fuck I missed all this, and then I loved Uncharted 4. But I'm interested to see what she takes with like what she's doing with Marvel. Like it'd be like, so there's just no original characters. It may be a brand new original thing with nothing to do with Marvel. Or
I think it'll be a Marvel character, but it's like an original storyline. So like she's coming up with a storyline itself.
I wonder what it would be.
I'm thinking like, because Guardians has got a game, Avengers has got a game, Wolverine's got a game, Spider-Man's got those are your fucking
the big ones.
Big ones
Fantastic Four, maybe.
Fantastic Four would be good. I cannot wait until they do a Fantastic Four film.
Yeah,
but like,
a good one.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be a completely obscure character. You never know.
I would love that. I'd love it. I love them to do like
Moon Knight or something.
Moon Knight. I was thinking Moon Knight. Is it?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Not getting a show.
Yes.
Oh, he's getting a show at Oscar Isaac, is it not?
Is he Moon Knight?
Oscar Isaac? It's someone like that anyway. I think.
What was Jared Leto's character now? Morbius.
Morbius, in the movie.
Morbius. Because like that trailer dropped out is what drops.
Morbius used to scare me in the animated series.
There was a trailer for that recently. Have you seen the new trailer?
Yeah, I don't like Jared Leto.
You love Jared Leto.
No.
You say he's the Joker is like the best Joker ever.
You did say that.
You said Joaquin Phoenix Joker's. You said Joaquin Phoenix is just beaten.
I know. It sounds like something I would actually say. You didn't ever comment on my tweet that I made about the Sonic movie being better than the Joker?
I saw it and I was like, "That's bait right there."
But it'd be great to see what they will come up with. She's great. Right? She's got strong writing and good direction. But the problem lies with what Marvel want her to do, because now it's not really Marvel now, it's Disney, so it's really what Disney want to do.
What does that stupid mouse want to do?
There's going to probably be restrictions and stuff like that.
But like Guardians is getting good reviews, like, and I'm going to pick it up when it's not.
I'm going to get
ridiculous.
it, because you know what I've heard it's basically like Insomniac Spider-Man for Guardians. That's how good I've heard it is.
Okay. What was that? I heard it's like
it's a plane.
That plane go by. What's that game? Team-based one, maybe Final Fantasy 15, where you get to use your team as your weapons.
The team is our weapons?
Yeah.
Is that a 4?
You give orders.
What?
Brutal Legend?
No, I can't remember what one is. But like, I've heard it's like it's a mixture of a few different genres, and it's actually pretty good.
I mean, I get what you kind of mean, like use your team as weapons. It's basically like Star-Lord's a Pokemon trainer. He's like, Groot, go. hit that thing, and
Groot over
Gamora
there.
hit that thing, that kind of thing. But
I was worried it was going to be Avengers. That's honestly why I was worried.
I think that it's probably getting even better reviews because it's not as bad as Avengers.
Yeah, like,
It's probably not as good as everyone's saying, but everyone's expectations were so low that they're like, "Oh, this is actually decent."
Well, it's a good story.
Avengers has been on Game Pass for 2 weeks now.
Something
Still
like that.
haven't
Yeah.
even loaded
Well,
it up.
I played it on stream,
You streamed
and
it,
then they
right?
went, nope, deleted it right away after. I was like, this is because I got to the demo part with Bruce and Hulk, like that dynamic part, and then it was like, no, I'm done. Oh.
It's definitely that kind of game that I think you would. It's fine with playing with friends, but it would be playing with friends that carries you playing it. If you know what I mean. Like,
Dragging you.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this anymore. Like, oh, come
Yeah,
on.
so Guardians would be good. But
Yeah.
if I cannot think, it'll probably be a movie character. If you put money on it, it'll be a movie character.
Yeah.
And I can't think of one.
Maybe the Eternals. Maybe if they're doing well, it could be essentially.
I would kind of.
Or
I don't know. 'Cause
Shang-Chi?
could be.
I don't know because
Ant-Man.
that obviously it might be a movie coming out in a while
Yeah,
to try and
but
line
like,
up together. Like
games is one thing that Marvel just like after Iron Man 1 and 2 games were straight
Amazing.
trash.
Amazing. They were
Captain
made like Sega, but so-
Captain America game was pretty good.
yeah, I like that. I
Never
100%
even-
it was okay.
yeah.
It's like a beat 'em up.
Yeah, it was basically like I beat 'em up with like quick time events and
It
stuff.
was alright for like the 360.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
360 game. You know
Did
what I mean?
anyone play the Thor game?
I played the mobile Thor game. No wait, I think I played the console one actually briefly. I think I rented
I remember
it.
either that I watched Rory play it and I was like, this looks shit.
It was pretty trash. Yeah,
And then after, I think when Thor,
they're hit or miss because I mean
was it
like,
Iron Man 2 came out, and then they were just like, nah, no more. No more.
No
there
more.
are some okay games. You know what I mean? Like the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, they're okay for what they are. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like I played the third one for ages, and then I was like, how far am I into this? And it was like halfway through, and I was like, I'm done. like it's the same attacks constantly and stuff like that.
yeah, monotonous kind of repeating shit.
Beat 'em
Yeah.
up, like this podcast.
Yep.
Try not to be
So I think that's all we have for the news
Yeah.
this time around.
this time.
Let's talk about what we're looking forward to. Hugh, what are you looking forward to?
Halo.
Hello, what are you looking forward to?
Halo. Do you know what's so dumb? I haven't played any of the Halo flights, they call them, or something like that. Beta testing. But I'm looking forward to this game so much.
I mean, obviously you've seen the videos I put up on YouTube
Yeah,
and
I have seen
TikTok
that,
and stuff like
100%.
that.
So
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
I saw all of them, Hamish.
Uh-huh.
Well done.
My point is, you'll see that it looks like a really smooth, nice Halo game.
Yeah, and I can't wait for that multiplayer action with the boys.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know we're playing Back for Blood, and it's alright. It's okay. It won't hold our attention
It's
for that much longer.
It's a
I don't
stopgap until
Yeah.
Halo comes along.
think. Halo's going to come along, and
When is Halo coming along?
I think it's December 6th, isn't it?
Ooh.
It's only a month away, by the way.
Yeah.
Day
Yeah.
one, I've already got it pre-installed.
Yeah, same here.
Already?
Yeah.
Same here.
I mean, you have gigabit internet. You won't need to worry about
Mate, I need to own that shit straight away. I'm actually thinking about taking a day off work and just powering through the campaign.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not a campaign, the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And getting good. And getting
Get
good.
good. Yeah.
Get good, mate.
And I was going to talk to you about doing the streaming of it and how we're going to manage it, because I want to play it all the time, probably. Come up to Christmas as well, like
Yeah.
I'm going to get that going. Get
I mean-
embarrassing ourselves, and like people be like, "Oh, Hugh's really good."
Is he though?
The rest of them are not very good at all.
So you think, against all odds, even though we've all seen you stream games and you're awful at every single one you play, you think you're going to be good at Halo?
Excuse me. I beat Goldeneye on stream, Hamish.
Okay.
Dom watched me do that, didn't you, Dom?
I did watch it. Yeah.
It was a good stream.
I didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
There we go. See.
Anything
I don't
else?
think I've ever seen you stream.
No, I don't think you've ever came to any of my streams.
You're always like, "Oh, I'm going to stream today at 2. I'm at work."
Yeah. Anything else you're looking forward to? What about Leeds? Tell us about Leeds.
I'm going to see Chasing Status
Next.
in Leeds. It's
When
gonna
the
be
black
alright. It's gonna be
drives
fun.
in my way.
How do you know it's going to be fun?
Well, we thought it was a gig. Turns out it's a DJ set.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh.
So like, my old bones are like, it's late. It starts at 11, finishes at 3.
Oofed.
So
Should have a nap before you go out, like you do have a nap before you do podcasts and sleep through them.
Have a nap, go there at 11, get sleepy at 12.
It's not me. I know I can stay up late. That staying up late isn't my issue, right? But like Sinead goes to bed at 9:30 every night. Every night, Dom. She'll sit on the couch and I'll see her get sleepy from 9 till 9:30. She'll ask me just go to bed, and I'm like, "You're never staying up until 11 to go to this uneven wash at 3 a.m."
Yeah.
She's not going to bed, man.
Did you have lions?
No, never. She wakes up super early all the time.
Well, that's a reason.
Like a
Man.
crazy person.
Thank God she doesn't listen to this podcast, man. The amount of shit you talk about.
She does not want to listen to us.
Yeah, she's heard us enough. What about yourself, Dom? What are you looking forward to?
I'm trying to see if I can get to cinema before I go back to work, because Last Night in Soho is out. Edgar Wright's new movie.
Oh yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a great movie because it's
Edgar Wright's good.
Yeah. Ron's Gone Wrong as well. Going to try to see something else. But yeah, like I'll be back at the old job. Try to stream some more. The old job. Be streaming again Monday. More Horizon. Try to finish that. Maybe try to get something else on the go as well for streaming, because it'll be coming up to Christmas time.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting just cozy on stream. It's been good to see like.
I forget your wee is it a onesie? Is it just a gown?
No, it's just we had this sort of like question is like, would you call this a dressing gown or a house coat? It sparked up a bit of a debate. I was like, oh, good, this is what we want.
It's obviously a dressing gown.
Yeah, it's a dressing gown, Rocket Raccoon.
Dressing gown, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a dressing gown, Rocket Raccoon. That you put the hat up and it's got his ears.
Ears and everything.
Who says it anything different?
Loads of people.
Weird people.
Loads of people. It's like the same like
people from like East End rather than West End.
I hate these people.
Call it a house coat.
It's like, what do you call the end of your a loaf of bread? What do you call that part? The heel of the bread, or you call that the, what would you call that?
Just the end of the bread.
The enders, sliders.
Endy?
There's loads of different endy.
Would you call it an ender or an endy? I just call it the end of the bread. It's like, oh, bread is over.
It's the
bread is starting. Bread is starting. Bread is ending.
Bread is gone.
Bread has been.
You're an alcohol fueled
Bender.
He's 70% alcohol. But what about yourself, Hamish?
I mean, like I was saying, away to St Andrews for my uncle's 60th. Just seeing the family. I really do think I'm going to pick up Guardians. The only thing is, obviously, big part of Guardians, like the movies and stuff like that, and I think the game is the music. So I'll need to look at if that's streamable in the first place.
Yeah.
If there is a streamer mode, that kind of thing.
Honestly, I think streamer mode might take away from it, but
yeah, that's the only thing that I'm like, because I do have Far Cry 6 to play still.
The only thing you can do on Twitch if there's licensed music is just talk all the way through.
Yeah, just sing like Hugh. I kept saying to Hugh when he was playing, Hugh, you got to sing over this. He's like, what?
That's how I sing.
There'll be a workaround, obviously, you know.
Yeah,
I'm quite interested in getting it because it's meant to be really good.
Yeah.
Apart from that, just enjoying the rest of the time off. I will try and get on and stream something, whatever it may be, when I get back.
What about you, Hugh? What are you streaming?
I've got a few plans to stream things next week. Totally depends on what I've finished, because I want to finish Infamous and I want to finish this Famicom game. I don't know what, like the Famicom game, I don't know whether to stream it or no, because it's not very interesting.
I mean,
you're selling it to me right now. I'm so invested.
There's an audience for everything, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if people want to,
except for this podcast.
Yeah.
A way to sell that podcast. But yeah, you'll just find something, man. It'll be, you could even do like.
I have plans. I've got a few things I want to do. I was
do wee bowling.
The thing is, the things I want to stream are not popular games. Like I want to stream Bahamut Lagoon, which is a SNES RPG translated from Japanese. Who the fuck wants to watch that?
Good question.
Yeah.
Me, I want to watch it.
Not me.
There was some fucking person like me out there that will want to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Then just stream it and they will come.
They will come.
Wayne's World.
Exactly. Well, it was they ripped it off. Never mind.
Yeah. don't
Wayne's World 2.
Yes, Wayne's World ripped off from Wayne's World 2, Hugh. Because that makes sense. Right, I think that's us. Unless anyone, any parting thoughts, guys?
Nah, I'm out here. Let's go. No, I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to say.
Apart from that bit.
I think I'm done now.
Okay.
What about
No,
now?
wait.
Now?
No.
Have a good weekend, everyone. If
Dom?
you're listening to this on a weekday, have a good weekend.
What if you listen to it on the weekend?
What if they're listening to it on a Monday? They're going to have a shit week as long as the weekend's
Well,
fine?
is it a weekend after the Monday?
Yeah, but
Well,
so,
obviously
are they just
then
meant to
they'll
have a
have
shit
that
week,
weekend.
though?
We'll have a shit week. Everyone has a shit week. Monday to Friday shit.
So is that a goodbye, Hugh?
Goodbye, everyone.
What about yourself, Dom? Any parting thoughts?
Um,
That doesn't have any in the
This'll-
first place.
This'll take a while. Gonna crack
Make
up
sure
my old brain.
Cut this shit down. Nobody.
okay, I've got this. Right, here's some parting thoughts.
Fuck you.
Here's some parting thoughts for you guys. Okay, make sure you drink responsibly.
I feel like this is just
aiming at
this
you.
pointed to me, innit?
I didn't look at you, Hamish, because you're too busy like just chuggling that bottle of cider.
Mate, your face has got
Both of these
so
Doms
red,
over
man.
here said that to me.
Your face is as red as that can.
Oh, yeah. That's as
No one
red
can
as this
see.
table, mate. Like, that's a red ass table.
That's red ass
It's
table.
not even a red table. It's just a reflection of your
It's a glass table.
Why are you so red?
It's warm in here, mate.
Yeah, it's
No,
quite well.
it's fucking cold.
It's all the caffeine, mate.
It's all the key is. Probably
Anyway.
Yeah, so that's my part words. Drink responsibly.
Goodbye.
Well, drink responsibly
Don't listen
and
to them, goodbye.
drink some water
Let him say
as
goodbye.
well.
Let him
Heaps
say
to-
goodbye. It's his last time on the podcast
Yeah, it's
before we
last
bring
time.
Angie in.
Yeah, sure. Remember, this is my farewell.
Aye,
Yeah.
we're going to keep you on as editor, though.
But you're going to pay me?
No!
We'll discuss that later.
Yeah.
Bye everyone. Thank you for listening. Just keep an eye on the socials, all that shit that we always say at the end of the podcast.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye everyone. We'll see you next time.
Hamish, sorry. Is that alright with the screen going to standby? Just in case, I just want to make sure. Is it still recording? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was alright.
Aye, you may want to
Sorry, I've already said stuff, so we've got everything we need.
Oh, okay.